today's story is going to redeem my reputation. I hope. I just noticed that a lot of my stories, they don't paint me in a very good light. And I'm the one doing that. I'm the one telling the stories. It's just who I am. I guess I'm not as good a person as I thought.
Your world is pretty terrifying.
But this story starts, here's the thing. I used to play with my son nonstop when he was little, like tons, and he doesn't remember any of it.
You don't remember anything.
Well, here's the background to the story. So I was going to go back to university. I had a BA in anthropology from the University of Saskatchewan. And, oh, hang on. Bam! Huh? There it is. I was going to do some kind of edit, but why not just grab it? Let's do it right here, live. Anyway, I was going back to get my B.Ed to teach. I didn't really want to be a teacher, but my family, my wife, my in-laws, and my parents were like, you need to get a plan B. This stand-up comedy thing might not work. Well, I showed them, like until the pandemic, and now they're absolutely right. I should have been a teacher.
And I'm not lying about who I am to anybody.
I don't think it's for me, to be honest with you, teaching. I don't have the patience that teachers have. They have so much. I could not handle someone like me in the class. Like it's too much. I can't even handle me now, let alone if I was a younger version of me in my class.
I'm from the future.
But in between, it's like a 2-year post-academic course to get a B.Ed. I already had a BA, so it was just a 2-year program, but I had to get a couple classes in between to pick it up. So that was the first step in this new plan. I was just going to quickly go grab a couple of kind of night classes. My wife was working, so during that time, I was looking after our son. He was like 2 or 3 years old. My wife was working. I was picking up some night classes, so I'll just look after him during the day. So that's what happened. So the food he ate.
What'd you eat yesterday?
A lot of alphagetti, a lot of Chef Boyardee, a lot of zoodles, some macaroni and cheese. Now what I think what it did do, my son is like a great cook. Like he was like, he's always cutting up like avocados and stuff. I don't know. I don't know cooking. Where do avocados go in macaroni and cheese? My cooking and his cooking, it doesn't mix. I need preservatives. I need that taste of the preservatives in there. Anyway, and we played nonstop. My son and I, like I'm a get on the floor and play kind of dad. And I'd get right down there and we'd just play for hours. It was fun. He was, like I said, he was 2 or 3, about the same maturity level as me at that time. So it was a good match. We'd drop off my wife at work, stop by McDonald's, get maybe a hash brown, and I'd read the newspaper while he played in the ballroom. Then we go home, and I did all kinds of things. Like we went skating. I'd take him to the park, library, movies, the movie theater. We'd go get some from the library. We'd get movies. We'd rent some. We'd get some books there. I'd take him in the wagon all the time. We'd go to the rec center. We'd go swimming. We did everything. I took him to the zoo, although it was a zoo in Saskatoon, Saskatchewan, so it was it wasn't maybe the best zoo. It's like what is that? Oh, that's a wolf. Oh, okay, there's wolves in the. No, hang on a second. No, those are just dogs. There's just dogs. Yeah, well, they got in the pens when we were making it, and so we just left them in there.
Wait, you're not a zoo animal.
I made a completely fictitious story up about dogs. Is that a German Shepherd? That's not exotic. Yeah, it's German.
Then that's some pretty bad storytelling.
One of the favorite games that I used to play with my son at the library, it was several stories up, and it had one of those kind of ramp stairs going all the way up, and so I'd have him in the stroller, and I'd accidentally let go of it all the time, like as a joke. Oh no! And then he'd laugh. He'd just kind of look around the corner as he's like barreling down this thing, and I'd have to run after him. And he thought it was like the funniest thing because he trusted me because we spent time together. My youngest son, though, He just panics when you do that. Like I remember doing the same game. Oh, this game. Cooper loved this game. I wonder if Hunter will love this game. And then and he just look, and he's like going down, putting his foot down to stop. Like he did not trust me at all. It might have been because he had a peanut allergy, and I forgot that sometimes, and I may have given him peanut M&Ms.
You did what?
I forgot. I'm so glad he survived me, and we had the EpiPen. We had the needle just in case. Just in case he got come into contact with peanuts, or if he didn't clean his room or something. Right? Government says you can't spank, but you can.
Things are really going south in a hurry.
I'm kidding. No, we never had to use the EpiPen. Thankfully, we never had to use the EpiPen. But I did make a few mistakes. There's one story where we were handing him cookies, and we're like, "No, they're fine. Look in the box. It says right here, make it." This was when he's a little bit older, so he could talk. And it was like, "See, may contain no peanuts whatsoever. You're fine. Take it." And he was like, "This is just peanuts." We're like, "Son, trust us. It says may contain, look, no peanuts." And then we're looking at it and we're like, "Oh, it's in the ingredients. It's a peanut butter cookie." That makes sense. That's why he smelled it. He sensed it.
I thought that you could sense that with your Peter Tingle.
Please do not start calling it my Peter Tingle.
Anyway, that was my youngest son. So for sure, he's got every reason to not trust me. My oldest son, spent so much time with him, played with him so much. We had such a good. Probably my greatest feat with him. We just moved to this new house, had tons of boxes. The basement was an unfinished basement. Well, I went down there and made the biggest box fort you have ever seen. It was like a box tunnel fort, but I also had like separate rooms within the tunnels, and they went off in different ways. There were secret doors. I cut in secret entrances and stuff. It was amazing.
Thing of beauty.
In fact, when he went down for naps, I would go back in there and just play because it was awesome. And here's the thing. Here's the kicker out of all of it. He doesn't remember any of it.
It's like a kind of amnesia that lasts a long time.
How do you not? He remembers when he got a spanking. Oh, he'll remember that. He remembers, like, he can list off all these negative times. It's like, dude, we had so much fun. But yeah, I did have to spank you when you took the orange marker and colored the floor, the carpet in your room, and then in the hallway. Right before we were going to sell this house, he literally went down the hallway when I thought he was down in his nap and just colored, and he knew it was wrong. I came up and he dropped it and was like, "Oh, busted."
If I'm gonna get busted, it is not gonna be by a guy like that.
Like I wouldn't have known it was him if he hadn't gotten caught. Blook. Let me just put this away. Orange all over his hands. I don't know who did it. I couldn't tell you. I was sleeping. So somebody sneaking in here and coloring with marker. Yeah, he wrecks stuff of ours. We had last year we bought a new car, and we were barely using it, mainly now because of the COVID situation. So we just haven't been in the car, and it smelled new. New car smell. I love new car smell. When I go on tour and I get off someplace, get off the plane in an airport someplace, get a brand new car. Love that smell. Love it.
And it's okay to be different. A little weird even.
Had that with our car. He borrowed it one time. He's like, "Hey, can I use your car?" Go for it. Spilt kombucha or whatever that stuff is. The fermented tea. It stinks now. One time. We drove it 200 times. It still smelled new car fresh. One time. And he spilt fermented stuff on the... It's in the... It stinks now.
Sounds disgusting.
He's getting back at me for spanking him for the orange carpet thing. I didn't think I was that bad of a father.
You can't take it back, Wade, because it's already out there.
Although anytime my son got a chance, if that door was open just a little bit, the outside door of the house, he was gone. Like he was sprinting as fast as he could away from the house, usually in the sidewalk around the corner, and he just kept going. I don't know where he was going. He wasn't crying or upset or anything. He wasn't laughing about it. He wasn't teasing us. He was just like, no, I gotta gallop. I'm a stallion. You can't hold me back.
We want to be free to do what we want to do. Yeah.
Come to think of it, he did that at the end of high school too. As soon as he was done, he just sprinted out of the house as fast as he could get away. Wow. These are just getting depressing. I gotta do these when I'm in a better mood. Subscribe below or hit the notification. I promise you I'll get on some medication and make these better.